All right, what's up, everybody? Blood Moon FT here, and we're gonna be discussing Trails of Cold Steel, Chapter One. So, as I said in my last video, Chapter One is going on for quite a while. It's very long, and I just finished it. I just wanted to get my thoughts. Peak, absolute peak storytelling. To be honest, in a game like this, I expected that at some point Rain would have maybe like a rebel phase where he like goes solo or something on his like own solo missions. And I don't know if this would count, but it kind of seems like it. But let's just get into it from the start here. I believe we already covered, our sister getting abducted, all that, the reunions. Oh yeah, I said last person is Eustace. So we meet up and we reunite with Eustace, but before that, oh yeah, they got separated. Eustace was the one who broke off, not Emma. We met Emma and Laura at Laura's hometown, up in the castle. That was cool and all. We got to see Sharon fighting, which I think her fighting style is really cool. And then we met these two characters there. Very interesting characters. General Aurelia, and then there was... what's his name? Let me see. General Bardius and General... the heck, that's weird. The translation's kind of odd, but I think her name is Aurelia. Very interesting characters. They're hinting at how powerful they are, and I mean, she's waifu potential, obviously. I think that's pretty easy to tell the moment you see her. But we go, and I think I forgot to mention that we met Blue Blanc again, and the Black Rabbit. I forgot her name. I don't know if that is her name. Black Rabbit. And honestly, I'm enjoying how they were introducing us to each of like the Ouroboros members, and like the Jaegers, and there are so many parties involved with trying to shut us down. And I always love how they introduced in pairs of two. I think that's very hype. And during one of the bonding events with Milliam said, she doesn't think she has parents, and that may be, I already assumed this, but it pushes even more that she and that Black Rabbit girl are probably like artificially made humans, or like weapons or something, Like, we still don't know much about Milliam, and I definitely want to know more about her. We were fighting Blue Blanc and Black Rabbit, and then Blue Blanc pulled out some freaking paralyzation garbage, and he was about to clap us. And it kind of sucks because I think every time we fight the Ouroboros members, it's a scripted loss. For now, at least. Which is annoying. But I did manage to win against Blue Blanc and Black Rabbit. It was tough, but I won. So he pulled out that paralyzation garbage, and then we were like, oh no, we're gonna die. What's gonna happen? And then Sharon comes in with the freaking string saving us, dude. And they play the best song in this freaking game, dude. The best OST. So hyped, dude. Like, how can you not get gassed up for it? So she joins us. We hop in Valimar, and I am remembering his name now. Hopped in Valimar, beat up some of the soldats, got away. Good stuff. And then, let's see. More Milliam banter, which is very nice to hear. We traveled, met Eustace again. Eustace was like, oh, my family, blah, 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 I can't do that, I have to be a true noble. And then Rin gave his classic talk no jutsu. He was like, yo, shut up, coward. If you really think that, living your life the way someone else planned out for you is, actually living, you're a coward. And then Eustace was like, all right, race me, and then duel me, and if you win, I'll join you. So that's just what I did. I beat the crap out of him. I beat the brakes out of our boy Eustace. And that was when we got introduced to probably my two favorite Ouroboros members right now, Duvalie and Mick Byrne. These two are so freaking cool, dude. And Duvalie's voice actress, like, she's awesome, dude. Just going off like that. She has no chill at all. And I know, like, when we eventually beat her, she's gonna be freaking losing her mind. Mick Byrne is a very chill dude, and Sharon hinted that he may be the #1 in Ouroboros. which is scary to think because bro was so disinterested. He didn't really care because we were so weak. But we fight. I got bodied pretty bad. Again, I think it was a scripted loss, but I would like to somehow fight that again and keep trying until I win to see what would change. But specifically for that fight, I was okay with the loss because just as we were about to get finished, or not finished, we were going to get turned in, Sarah, she made her legendary return. The same OST that played with Sharon when she saved us, Sarah's played too. She came in, she was like, "You're not hurting my class. It's over, buddy." And even McBurn was like, nice. Bro was like, dang, she's kind of strong. I still think you could probably beat her in an all-out fight. Maybe? I don't know. Because it seems like McBurn is in his prime right now. But, that was so freaking exciting. And then, you know, the Soldats pulled up. McBurns and Duvali dipped. We beat the Soldats, and we all got out. The whole class finally reunited. Finally. It was so satisfying, dude. It gave me pure joy for us to be reunited again. And then that's when some fun stuff happened. But first, let me just cover the bonding events. So I was bonding with Sharon, Claire, Sarah, Laura, and Milliam, and Emma. And for Sarah, we were we were sparring. And at the end of the sparring session, she was like, let me see. She was hanging back while we were walking around. She was like, I don't even want to think about how badly that last attack could have hurt him, because like we were improving, we were getting faster. And she kind of freaked out in the heat of the moment, and then kind of one-shot us. And she said, I feel like this war's causing the old me to resurface. So I'm very curious to see what she means by the old me. And I feel like the same thing is going on with Sharon too. Like Sharon has those moments where she's like, yo, I'm gonna murder you. So that was cool. We did cooking with Sharon, and that was pretty sus because we cut ourselves and freaking sucked the blood out. Kind of sus, Sharon. And then we played pool with Claire, and then Reen straight up sister zoned her, and then she hugged us. I was like, okay, interesting. She might have a sister, possibly a sister who died, maybe. There might be some lore there. We still don't know jack about Claire, really. But now it's time for the meat, the real meat. Boys, listen. I'm not going to call it the fan service, but I think the major bonding events in these games are so good. They're so satisfying. When we got back, we had the option to go to a hot springs. In that hot springs, Reen thinks about who the most impactful person on him has been so far throughout like the first game and now. You get a huge list of characters. So you already know who I went for first. I chose Sarah, obviously, because we're trying to get the romance with her, obviously. And then she pulls up in the hot springs. She pulls up. Instructor. And I'm like, oh, fully voice acted and everything. Holy, look at the curves. So she pulls up. I thought the same exact thing. And obviously, after I saw that, I'm glad I saved the game immediately before, because I went back and did a whole bunch of other characters. But it was steamy. It was steamy, all right. She was saying some stuff. Very satisfying. And then I did Sharon's. And Sharon, bro, Sharon was on Demon Time. I'll put the clip in immediately, but like, dog, what she said? Where is it? She said, for now, in this moment, think of me as your very own personal maid. I'm like, dang, okay. And then she said, should you require anything of me, do tell. I will do anything that you so desire. Anything? Yo, our boy Reese said, anything? Then he freaks out. Yo, Sharon's a freak, bro. She's a freak. And I'm guessing since they gave us that option for Sharon and both Claire, they might be romanceable characters as well, which is exciting because Sharon's on that table. She's right there with Sarah for me. It's tough, dude. It's getting tough. It's getting really, really tough. So then we did Claire's as well. Claire's wasn't as crazy. I mean, she's good looking, but like, Out of the big three, she's number 3 for sure. And then she was teasing us like, oh, you know, I can wash your back. And then he was like, wait, no, I should wash your back. It was okay, it was mid. Now listen, I did it because I wanted to see how funny it would be, and it paid off in full. It surpassed my expectations. I picked Milliam as well. I went back and reloaded the save and picked Milliam. Because I just wanted to see what was going to happen. And the dialogue was the funniest crap ever, dude. That was the funniest crap I've ever seen. Like, dog, there's no shot you don't laugh at this. Because I like how the game is like, bro, you're going to be labeled as a freaking pedophile, dog. And he's like, no, this is wrong. This is so wrong.
Not what I'm saying.
It's so funny, dude. I'm sorry. It's hilarious. But yeah, that is a nice, cool event that happens, and I'm very glad that it did. Very satisfying, very funny. But the real important part is after gathering everyone, we all decide that we're going to form our own third party or third faction and deal with this, stop the war. And then Vita comes in with her bird as usual, because she's always listening. And she's like, yo, what's up, losers? And Emma's like, where are you? And then she's like, oh, I'm close. They pull up in their giant freaking flagship, right? And everyone's there. It's really bad. They pulled up on our own base of operations, our hometown. And they got everyone there. They got McBurns, they got Duvally, they got Blue Blanc, they got, what's her name, Black Rabbit, they got freaking Leonidas and Zeno, they got everybody, even Rufus pulls up, he's ready to fight, we're outnumbered, Crow pulls up, he's ready to fight, we get a scripted loss against Crow, we get a scripted loss against Rufus, so freaking annoying, because with Rufus, I was actually doing good damage, but every time he'd attack, it was like an AoE cleave, and it would just chunk like 75% of my health each time. And I knew it was a scripted loss, but I still used healing items, and I regret it. I do regret it, because I thought that I could beat him, but I couldn't. It was too much. His speed is really high, too. He kept taking turns over and over. But in the end, Duke Cayenne, Mr. Cayenne Pepper, was like, Ring Schwarzer, come aboard my ship, little boy. I have candy in here. And he was like, you know, I'll leave everyone alone here. They'll be safe. You have my word. And there was really no other choice we could do there. We had to. So, we're going on to their flagship now. Even though they said it's a trap, I don't think it needs to be a trap. I think they are going to try to recruit us. And that's where I'm getting to where, like, at the start of the video, I said maybe he's going to have his, you know, separate arc. Not his solo rebel arc, but, you know, he kind of fights for the enemy just a little bit. Maybe. That'd be really interesting. God knows I'd love to fight alongside Duvally and McBurns. Oh, also something extremely important that was foreshadowed. McBurns, he asked us if we were mixed after they beat the crap out of us. He's asking if we're light-skinned. But, Green was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, oh, you don't know, I'm not going to be the one to tell you. So I'm very, very curious what he means by that. Possibly, maybe he's mixing with Valimar, like the legendary knight somehow, possibly. I'm just kind of brainstorming here, throwing it up. And then also, when we were on our way back from that castle with Emma and Laura said that there was a legendary knight inside that castle, which makes sense because in Trails 1, we saw that massive door, the same red door that was in the abandoned like storeroom house at the campus. And at first I thought it was just a portal to the campus. But one of the legendary knights was locked behind that door, without a doubt. And I will bet $3 that that was the knight that completely annihilated Guerrilla Fortress. I don't think Crow did it. Because if it was Crow who did it, Crow would have just done that sooner, right? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. But I don't think he was the one who did it. I think this unknown legendary knight destroyed Guerrilla Fortress. So yeah. As you guys already know, I have a lot more motivation to make these videos right now. I'm doing great mentally because of this game, thankfully. And the chapters seem very, very long, or the acts. So I plan on maybe doing an update every 1 to 2 chapters. Just because I don't want to, forget anything. Simply covering Trails 1 was a little difficult because I had to recall a lot of things. And when I talk for this long, I get out of breath. My lungs hurt. So, yeah. Chapter 1 or Act 1, fantastic. Trails 2, starting off with a bang. The war's going crazy. It goes stupid. So many strong people are, making their moves. I'm very interested in McBurns and Duvali. I like their dynamic. And yeah, we'll just see where it goes from there. I hope we get to see Sarah and Sharon go all out. And I hope we get to see Aurelia, the new waifu, in action. So yeah, take it easy, y'all. See you in the next video.